Welcome to our Snapchat Q&A. How many hours have we been trying to record this? Ava is teething at the moment. She's like super cranky and she just does not want to sleep. Like she's just, it's been the longest day. So it's about 11 o'clock. If we seem a little low energy, I'm really sorry. But yeah, we've been trying to record this thing for a few hours now.
This was supposed to be the easy option of doing a video because we've been really sick with the flu for the last couple of days. And we just didn't really have it in us to do a vlog, so we thought, let's do something different. Let's do a Snapchat Q&A because people have been asking us to do one for a while.
A vlog probably would have been the easiest option.
It probably would have been the easier option to do a vlog. A vlog of us trying to get Ava to sleep.
Let's jump into these questions, hey?
Before she wakes up.
Yes. Seriously trying to get this out of the way before she wakes up.
Hi Jamie and Nikki. Do you guys plan on having more children, and what's your limit?
Yes, we do plan on having more kids, of course.
Definitely.
We want Ava
definitely
to have a
needs some
sibling.
siblings.
I think she'd make the cutest big sister ever.
Yeah, me too.
But, you know, there's no rush at the moment. We're just kind of enjoying our time with our little girl and...
Also, the idea of having two babies who aren't on a regular sleep pattern at the same time...
doesn't sound too appealing, does it?
Yeah. Or can you imagine being pregnant with a baby who's not on a sleep pattern?
You know
that
what?
would be crazy.
Thanks for putting that into perspective because I was getting a little crazy there. Like I was like, oh my god, maybe it would be nice to kind of have one right now. Yeah, no, being pregnant and doing that, no, anybody got time for that? Hell no, hell no.
But yeah, we definitely plan on having other kids. Ava needs a brother, a sister.
How many do we want?
I'm thinking maybe like 3, but like, you know, Ava's pretty cute and she does make you want more, so...
I don't want an even number though, so maybe 4.
I could do 4.
What about 6?
So long...
6?
Slow your roll.
6 is a
slow
cute
your roll.
Not about that life.
6 is a lot of kids. That's a lot of kids.
Okay. No, I'm just joking. I don't want 6 either. 4 is like the limit.
I think I can do 4 though.
Okay, cool.
Like, spread them out a little bit.
I was just wondering how tall you both were. It's a weird question, but I was always wondering. Anyway, bye.
Okay, so I'm 5'11" and Nikki's 5'9". So there's like 2 inches between us.
Technically, I'm 5'8.5". Not quite 5'9".
Sorry. You just have to get like super specific. I don't know my super specific measurements.
I don't seem too tall. It's like a self-conscious thing.
I think being tall is sexy though. That's one of the things I like about you. So I never understand how you see it as a bad thing.
I never got no boys in high school because I was too tall. Everybody was short and cute.
Nah, it's just because they were intimidated by how tall and sexy you were.
Maybe they just didn't like me.
Oh, I don't care. I got you in the end. So I'm glad you didn't have a lot of boyfriends in high school.
I know, right? Hi, Lou.
Hey, Louie. Hey.
How do you feel like parenthood has changed you?
What is Ava's favorite baby food?
How's parenthood changed you?
I feel like parenthood has definitely made me grow up super quick. I mean, I feel like I was grown up before, but now it's just like next level, like like grandma mode.
Yeah.
Like
there's definitely a lot more responsibility.
Yeah, a lot more responsibility. I find myself being more careful with the way that I talk around her, being careful with what I expose her to, like, you know, video clips and all that stuff. If there's something violent on TV and she's in my lap, I will change the channel. And,
yeah.
You know, it's just stuff like that. And also, I feel as if parenthood has sort of given me like a different perspective of life. Like before I had Ava, I feel as if I was very, not shallow, but I just used to worry about the stupidest things. I feel like I sound like I'm crying, but I'm not. I used to worry about like literally the dumbest things and get really worked up over just really silly materialistic things. But now it's like all my focus is on this little girl and like making her day and making sure like she's had enough to eat, you know, making her food, giving her milk, making sure I'm playing with her. And it's like your whole day is just taken up trying to make her happy.
You just have a greater sense of purpose in your life when you become a parent. It sounds so cliche because you hear it over and over again before you become a parent and you sort of have an understanding of it, but it's not until you actually become a parent that you really understand that enormous sense of purpose that your life suddenly has, and how much impact all of your everyday actions have on another life and the way that that life is molded. And in answer to the second question,
What's Ava's favourite food? You're so cute, by the way. Her favourite food, I'd probably say strawberries. She loves strawberries.
Jamie, in some of your vlogs you talk about how you were a troubled teenager, and I just want to know what made you grow up and mature. Was it Nikki? Did she help?
I grew up well before I met Nikki. I mean, I still had some growing up to do when I met Nikki, but I definitely grew up a lot from my teenage years. I was hanging around the wrong sort of people. I don't even know how I sort of end up hanging around these sort of people, but people I was hanging around with were going to jail, getting involved in drugs, and just really, really stupid stuff. And I was looking around me and thinking, if I continue being in these sort of social circles, that's where my life is heading. And you know, like, I remember I had a teacher actually pull me in front of a year 11 class and have me stand at the front of the class and tell the entire classroom, this is an example of somebody who is going to grow up to be nobody in life and most likely end up in jail. And I just, you know, like, it sort of stuck in my head, and I was like, that's not who I am. Like, yeah, I'm hanging around with idiots, but that was never who I was and wasn't who I wanted to be. And then also my mum got sick and she was in hospital for, you know, a bunch of stuff, and I realized as to how much stress I was putting on her life. And, you know, I just made the decision to change my life around and to grow up. And it was probably the hardest part of my life, because I literally cut off all of my friends, because I realized all of the people in my life were really negative influences in my life, and I couldn't continue being friends with these people and change my life around. And it took me like a few years until I actually really had friends again, or felt like I had friends again, and felt like I you know, was worth something. But it was the best decision that I ever made, because it made me who I am today. And yeah, that's sort of how I grew up and why I grew up.
I was wondering, how similar are your parenting styles between you and your parents? Or how you think you'd be like your parents in the future? Like the dad jokes, Jamie.
At the moment, I feel like we're too fresh into it to really know if our parenting styles are similar to our parents, or to really see it. But as much as I hate to admit it, the dad jokes are really getting worse and worse the longer I am a parent. I grew up really embarrassed about my dad's terrible jokes, and I find myself saying jokes and then thinking, oh my god, that's the exact same joke my dad would make.
Your dad made a bomb ass joke the other day though, but I can't remember what it was. It was hilarious.
Oh really?
Sometimes you'll get it right, man. You Perkins,
we get like
sometimes.
That 1 in 100 joke.
Yeah, literally 1 in 100.
If you were to have another kid and it was a boy, what would you name him?
His name would be Michael.
Says Jamie.
I've always liked that name, and if Ava was a boy, before we knew if Ava was a boy or a girl, I was calling her Michael in the womb, and Nikki was like, we ain't having no Michael. I was like, but Michael's a strong name. Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson.
Michael who? Something too.
Michael Perkins.
Yeah, no. I'm not feeling it. Michael Perkins just sounds too plain Jane for me.
I like Michael Perkins. What do you guys think?
Michael Perkins.
Michael Perkins. This is a strong name.
Nah, man. I'm not feeling it.
When will Ava enter the intro?
Oh, man. We
This
get that
intro
question like 50 times a day in the comments.
Yeah. I think we should just hurry up and make a new intro.
We'll probably do it soon. We've been putting it off for a while because we
Just
really...
want her to sort of like grow into her face, you know?
Don't lie, it's because we can't think of a better intro than the last one,
No,
and we don't want
actually,
one.
No, I'm not lying.
Really?
No, I'm not lying.
Well,
Remember at the beginning we said that we wanted her
I
to
thought that
look-
was an excuse.
No, it wasn't actually.
Well, my one was I
I
couldn't
don't
think
want
of a
to.
better intro because I liked the intro and I'm like, if I'm gonna do a new one, I want it to be better than the old one, and I don't know if I can beat it.
Just make one similar, I guess. If you don't want to change anything.
Alright, so there's two reasons. Nikki has one which I thought was just a lame excuse that it turns out is real.
It really wasn't, you guys.
When I said it, it was a lame excuse. When she said it was real.
Yeah, okay.
I just wanted to ask you guys, what was your first impressions on each other from the very beginning?
I thought you were really cute. So we met on MySpace. So
Oh,
pretty
God.
much like my first impression of her was
This makes us
a
sound so
cute
old.
black and white photo of her with box braids.
Did I?
Yeah, that was your profile picture. I saved it.
Really?
I think I've still got it somewhere, as corny as that is.
I'd love to see.
That was my first impression of her, and then she had like listed that she listened to all these different underground hip hop
I
artists.
actually did.
I don't. What happened? Like, when did your music taste become just really whack?
I just, you know,
Like, at what age did you suddenly
I just
turn
got
into
into-
like
I discovered 2
music.
Chainz and I was like, 2 Chainz.
bow bracelet?
Bow
Wait, I've only got 2. Sorry.
No, yeah, I discovered 2 Chainz and, you know, that was a wrap, honey. Ratchet music entered my life. And it's never left. I love ratchet music. I'm sorry. It's just so fun. And it's nice to clean too, you know? You feel like you're in a club, but you're in your own house just mopping the floor.
So disappointing. But I still love you.
I still like Immortal Technique and all them. And Saigon.
Whatever happened to Immortal Technique?
I have no idea.
What was your first impression of me?
I like, oh, this little white boy like I like, who is in my DMs?
Sliding up in the DMs.
Jamie used to do this thing, right? Which I thought at the time he only did it to me. You used to do this thing where you would be like...
Why are you gonna call me out like that? Why are you gonna like share my game?
Don't wake up the baby. This is literally his line, right? He thought he was macking.
I was macking because it worked on you.
No, that's not what worked on me though, honey. It was your personality, okay? I ignored the first bit. But this is what you did, yeah. But I'd be on MSN. And Jamie came on MSN and he was like, hi, Spunky Bro.
It was it was cooler back then, okay? It was a whole different time.
No, it wasn't cool. And he would say something like, he would be like, hi, Spunky Bum. How was your day? And then he would have the little 2 dots and like the P. So it looked like the tongue. And I thought that that was just something he did for me because he always did that little face with the 2 dots and the P. The little
It
tongue
was
out.
just for you.
I went through your DMs one time. You said that to every girl.
Alright, so the camera battery died while Nikki was in the middle of roasting me.
You're lucky that died. I had a lot to say, honey.
She did have a lot to say. So we're just going to move on from this one. All I'm going to say is I was just trying to kiss a lot of frogs to find this princess.
A whole lot of frogs.
And it worked. And I ended up finding you. And had it not been for that cheesy line, then I may not have ended up finding my princess.
Could have done without the cheesy line, but it's okay.
And I'm just going to say, I'm sorry.
For what?
I'm sorry.
For using that line on everybody?
I'm just going to say, let's change the topic. Next question.
Hi Jamie, hi Nikki. My question is, where are you guys planning on traveling next? I know you got back from a trip a little while ago.
Okay, I am actually planning a trip at the moment. I can't say where, but it's going to be somewhere in Africa. We're still trying to figure it all out. It's going to be with a non-profit organization. I'm just figuring out a few more things, but as soon as it's like set in stone, I'll let you guys know. It's something I'm really excited about.
Unfortunately, Ava and I aren't going to go because it's a very long trip.
Maybe on the next one though.
Yeah, maybe next one.
That would be pretty cool.
If If you were to give Ava any future advice at the moment right now, what would it be? And I love you guys so much.
My advice would be the same advice that pretty much every parent gives to their kid, and most kids don't listen to, myself included. And that would be to pay more attention in school and to take school seriously, because I didn't take school seriously when I was young. I didn't care about school. I was the class clown. I was always getting in trouble. And at the time, that was a lot of fun, but it made it a lot harder for me when all my friends left school and they were getting good jobs, and I didn't really knew where I fitted in society, and it made things a lot harder for me, and I wouldn't want Ava to go through what I went through because of that.
My advice would probably be like the opposite to you, because I was opposite to you. I was pushed a lot. Like, my parents pushed me so much in school to do well, and like all throughout, like from primary school to up until year 12, it was just always that anxiety of, oh my god, I have to get good grades, otherwise I'm going to get in trouble. I would probably go the opposite. Like, obviously I would encourage her to do well in school, but I wouldn't put so much pressure on her to do it, and I would maybe like nurture her creative side a little bit more, because, you know, when you leave school, people act as if, and parents in particular act as if like school is and I'm not like, this is not a message to anyone to say like don't work hard in school, but when you do leave school, there's just so many
options nowadays.
Yeah, there's so many options out there, and like there is room to be creative, and there, you know, you can have a career that's just based on you being creative nowadays, whereas back in the day, you know, it was non-existent.
So I think basically what we're saying is we need to have a middle ground.
Yeah, definitely, just a balance.
Yeah,
a good balance.
So you be the one who's pushing her to be creative, and I'm the one who's pushing her to, you know, care about school.
Why do I feel like it's going to be the opposite?
It probably is.
Now that you say that, I feel like it's going to be the opposite. Right?
Our question is, what sport or hobby do you see Ava being in when she gets older?
This question's cute.
I don't know why, but I've always pictured Ava playing soccer, which is so weird because I don't even like soccer. Right. No offense to people who are into soccer.
Yeah, I picture her playing soccer too, and I picture her doing ballet. I just want to see her in a tutu, that's all. Like, oh, it's so cute.
I kind of see her breakdancing from like the whole way that she dances now.
Oh, with her one leg. She's so cute. I just want to wake her up and hug her.
Yeah, don't.
Oh,
not now. Let's finish this video.
When is Nikki gonna start uploading to her other channel?
We got that question a lot, Nikki. So people want to know, when are you gonna start uploading again?
Soon, you guys. Once I get over this cold, I promise you, I'm gonna upload some more videos on my channel. I need to do more videos with Ava, and I need to do more makeup tutorials for real. I'm not playing. Once I get, no, I promise. Once I get over this cold, more videos coming at you.
It's coming, guys.
Hey Jamie, hey Nikki. I was just wondering, when Ava gets a bit older, or even now, are you thinking about her doing any instruments or sports from a younger age?
I've always been really passionate about the idea of Ava learning piano. It's something that I wish I learned when I was a kid.
Hi guys, I have a 7-month-old little girl, and I'm just wondering what you find the hardest about parenting.
Your baby's so cute. Those chubby cheeks.
So cute. For me, it's definitely the sleep. Or lack thereof.
Lack thereof, for sure.
Hey Nikki, I was wondering if you ever thought about coming out with your own makeup or clothing line sometime in the future. Love you.
But it's funny, I actually answered this question in the last vlog that we did. But yes, I would definitely love my own makeup line one day. Like, obviously it would be more aimed towards people of my complexion, but you know, in the future I can always extend
branch out.
Yeah, but
do like the opposite of what most makeup companies do, where they start off catering to the super light and then sort of work their way up the spectrum. You can go the opposite way.
I'll work my way down. No, seriously, I would love my own makeup line, but it's definitely a long-term goal. There's definitely a lot that goes into creating your own makeup line. I think I'll probably focus on having just one product first.
That would be pretty cool.
I
think you'd be good at it too.
Hi Nikki, Ava and Jamie as well. It's my 15th birthday with my twin on Saturday. I wanted to know what primer do you use if you have oily skin, and what contour do you use, because it's always popping every time, not gonna lie.
So I use the Benefit Professional Primer. I've been using that for quite a few months now, and I definitely recommend it. I don't have oily skin though, so I'm not really sure how it would work with oily skin. I've got like super dry skin. I don't contour anymore, believe it or not. This is all just my natural chisel face, you know what I mean? But what I tend to do now is highlight a lot more. So that sort of brings my cheekbones out and makes my cheekbones pop more instead of contouring. It's kind of like reverse contour. So yeah, I used to have this contour stick which was lipstick, and it was, I can't remember the color, but if you go and look at my old makeup tutorial on my channel, this was about a year ago. So if you go back and watch my makeup tutorial, you'll actually see that I used to contour with like a really dark lipstick. It was like a very chocolate lipstick that I used to contour with, and then I used to put black eyeshadow on top of that. I can't actually remember what it was called, but if you go back and watch that video, that's in there.
And happy birthday for Saturday as well.
Oh yes, happy birthday to you and your twin.
My first question is for Nikki, and I remember the vlogs before you were pregnant with Ava, you were going to nursing school, and I was wondering if you're still...
So I get this question a lot. People ask me when I'm going to go back to school. I definitely would love to go back and get my degree one day, get my nursing degree, but for the moment I'm just really enjoying being a mum. I just love being at home with Ava. I just love watching her grow, and seeing how fast she's growing is like so crazy. I mean, nursing school is important, and I feel like nursing school will always be there. There'll always be a demand for nurses, but right now my daughter has a demand for me, so I'm really loving being at home with her and yeah, just spending all my spare time with her.
Hi Nikki and Jamie, my question for you is, where do you find all the amazing songs in your videos?
I find music all over the place. Some of the music that I use is actually by friends of mine. Some of the music that I use is stuff that I find off SoundCloud. I'll spend like hours and hours and hours on end listening to hundreds and hundreds of different random songs on SoundCloud, trying to find cool independent music. And then when I find songs that I like, I then have to email the artist and ask them for permission to use it on YouTube. And then when they say yes, then I get to use it, and sometimes people actually submit it to me via email. Yeah, I find it all over the place.
Hi Jamie and Nikki, my name is Sophia, and I just wanted to say you guys are such an inspiration. Last year I was diagnosed with cancer, and you guys have kept me strong, and I love you so much. Also, my question was, what is your favourite thing about Melbourne? I live in Melbourne too, and it is honestly the best place. I love shopping in Melbourne.
Hey Sophia. First of all, I just want to say you are such an inspiration to us. Yeah, it's crazy hearing somebody with a story like yours saying that we're inspiring you, because we saw your snaps and thought, wow, you inspire us. So thank you for, you know, like, I feel really humbled. My favorite thing about Melbourne is just the whole vibe of the place. There's so many different kinds of people that you can meet in Melbourne. There's all sorts of different cultures. It's a very artsy place. There's a lot of creative people in Melbourne. I just feel like every time you go into Melbourne City, you never know who you're going to meet or what you're going to see. And that's something that I love about my city.
Cool.
What about you?
I just love that it's so chill.
It is a very chill city.
I'm a really chill person, in case you may notice, and I'm just not really into the fast-paced life. Like London was very fast-paced, New York is very fast-paced. I just love Melbourne. It's very chilled.
Well, that's it for our Snapchat Q&A. Thank you so much to everybody who sent snaps in. I'm sorry we weren't able to answer everybody's questions.
Yeah, there were a lot of questions. But yeah, if you like these Q&A videos, we might do another one in a couple of weeks' time. Who knows? So you can definitely send in your questions then as well if you missed out this time round.
And we'll be back on Sunday with a regular vlog.